Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to class. Okay guys, before continue our subject, let's start our meeting by reciting basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well guys, we are going to continue chapter 7. In this chapter, we are talk about simple past tense by learning folk tale, or we are going to talk about narrative text. To remind you guys about simple past tense, let's see again the patterns. Jadi untuk mengingatkan kalian tentang kalimat pada tensi simple past atau bentuk lampau, kita mereview kembali rumusnya. 1. Verbal simple past. Simple past dalam bentuk kalimat verbal. As you know, kalimat verbal adalah kalimat yang predikatnya kata kerja. Okay, let's see the patterns. Subject plus verb to or verb past plus object or complement. Ini untuk membuat kalimat positif. And then subject plus did plus verb 1 present plus object plus complements. Ini untuk membuat kalimat negatif. Next, did plus subject plus verb 1 plus object plus complement, and don't forget the question mark. This is for interrogative sentence atau kalimat bertanya. Jadi ini verbal sentence ya, yaitu kalimat yang predikatnya, ini adalah predikatnya menggunakan kata kerja. Okay, second, we move to nominal simple past tense. Nominal artinya kalimat yang tidak menggunakan verb sebagai predikatnya. The patterns atau rumusnya adalah subject plus to be dalam bentuk past. To be past itu ada dua, was dan were. Then plus adjective or noun or adverb. This is for make positive sentence. Next, subject plus to be past, was dan were, plus not, plus adjective or noun or adverb. This is for making negative sentence. And the last, to be past, was dan were, plus subject, plus adjective, plus noun, plus adverb. And don't forget to put question mark, tanda tanya. This is for interrogative sentence atau kalimat bertanya. Okay, let's see the subject of the to be. I, you, we, they, cats. Pay attention to cat. There is S here. It means plural. Jadi catnya atau kucingnya ini lebih dari satu, jamak. Budi and Rudy. Ini jamak. Jadi untuk orang pertama tunggal, orang kedua, dan orang ketiga jamak, semua berpasangan dengan to be were. Okay, and next, she, he, it, cat, Budi. Jadi ini semua adalah orang ketiga dalam bentuk tunggal atau third person singular, semua berpasangan dengan was. She was, he was, it was, cat was, Budi was. I were, you were, we were, they were, cats were, Budi and Rudy were. Okay class, here are the object. This about the title is Sang Korean. Once upon a time in West Java, Indonesia, lived a princess named Dayang Sumbi. She was beautiful and kind-hearted. Her hobby was weaving cloth, but sometimes she could be very lazy. One day, her weaving tool fell, but she was too lazy to get it herself. She shouted, "Can anybody help me get my tool? If you are a female, I will take you as my sister. If you are a male, I will marry you." A male creature came, but it was a dog. His name was Tumang. He happily brought the tool to her. Dayan Sumbi was very surprised, but she kept her promise. She married the dog. Tumang was actually a man who had been cursed by a witch to become a dog. But at certain times, Tumang could turn back to be a normal man. Their only son, Sangkuriang, was soon born, and he grew up to be a handsome and healthy boy. He always played with his very loyal dog, Tumang. He did not know that he was actually his father, because Dayan Sumbi hid the secret from him. Sangkuriang liked to hunt in the woods, of course, with Tumang. One day, Dayan Sumbi asked him to bring home a deer's heart, but after hunting for several days, he could not find any deer in the woods. He did not want to disappoint his mother and was thinking hard how to bring home a deer's heart. Suddenly, he had a very bad idea. He killed Tumang. Then he brought his heart home and gave it to Dayan Sumbi. Sang Kuryang could not cheat her. She knew it was 2 months' heart. So she got very angry and hit Sang Kuryang's forehead with a piece of wood and told him to leave. With a bad wound on his forehead, Sang Kuryang left the village. Many years later, Sang Kuryang grew up to be a powerful man. One day, he went back to his village. He met a beautiful young woman there, and he fell in love with her at the first sight. It was Dayang Sumbi. She never got older because she had been granted eternal youth by the gods. Sang Kuryan did not know that she was his mother, so he came to her and proposed to marry her. Okay, class, here are the full text. This about the title is Sang Kuryan. Once upon a time in West Java, Indonesia, lived a princess named Dayang Sumbi. She was beautiful and kind-hearted. Her hobby was weaving cloth, but sometimes she could be very lazy. One day, her weaving tool fell, but she was too lazy to get it herself. She shouted, "Can anybody help me get my tool? If you..." Sang Kurian agreed because he knew that he could make it with the help of his genius. By midnight, he finished the leg and then started making the boat. Dayan Sumbi was thinking hard to find a way to fail him. Before dawn, she asked the people in the village to burn the wood in the east. In the light made all the cocks crow, thinking that the night would be over soon. The Chinese rained west and left Sang Kurian before the boat was finished. Sang Kurian realized that Dayan Sumbi had cheated him. He got very angry and he kicked the pot upside down. It gradually became a mountain and is now known as Mountain Tangkuban Perahu. One day, Dayan Sumbi asked him to bring home a deer's heart, but after hunting for several days, he could not find any deer in the woods. Okay guys, see you next week in Zoom. Don't forget to do your tasks. We are going to discuss your tasks and I'll take your score. Jadi jangan lupa kerjakan tugasnya karena akan jadi bahan diskusi kita nanti di Zoom and I'll take your score dan akan diambil nilainya. Well, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.